On Mountain News this morning, the Pulaski County Fiscal Court voted to lower the property tax rate this year. And the city of Hazard has launched a new app to keep folks better informed.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Caroline Mueller. It is 6:28 on this September 16th. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal for a look at your forecast this morning. Now, Megan, I'm seeing that first day of autumn graphic on your 7-day, and that seems just kind of hard to believe with what it's felt like these past few days. Really, I mean, yesterday it was hot out.
It was so hot outside, and it's also conflicting because it feels like fall's already happened since we had that cold snap too, and the leaves are already starting to fall. But we're not there just quite yet. That won't be until we're approaching your next Monday, and that's when daytime hours are going to be shorter than your nighttime hours. So take advantage of what little time we have in the morning so far. But let's talk about those temperatures. Currently sitting in the 50s and 60s. This afternoon we'll be getting into the low to mid 80s, not too bad. And then as we head throughout the day, we are just going to look at a little bit of some fog chances this morning, especially on that Kentucky-Virginia border, more towards the southern part of the state. So just be careful, have those low beams on if you do encounter any low visibility. And we do see a little bit of some sprinkle chances. This is kind of what that forecast looks like throughout the day. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies in the forecast. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan. A former Hazard teacher was indicted and arrested for sexual abuse and tampering with evidence. According to the indictment, Monty Salyer acted alone or in concert with others to commit the offense of sexual abuse by subjecting a minor younger than 18 to sexual contact. Salyer was a teacher at Hazard Middle School. The indictment says the incident happened last month. The school district's attorney told WYMT Salyer resigned due to the allegations. We have much more about this, including a statement from the superintendent, up on our website. An Elkhorn City man is facing drug and burglary charges. On Saturday, Pikeville police were called to Walmart about a couple of shoplifters. When police talked to Jordan Clark, he told them he knew he failed to scan the items he had. They later found a pistol and a small bag which contained a substance believed to be fentanyl. Police say they also found a clear glass pipe. Clark was taken to the Pike County Detention Center. Also in Pike County, a case where a man was charged with manslaughter was upgraded to murder. In a hearing last week, investigators presented evidence before a grand jury about Clifford Triplett. The incident happened in July when state police say Triplett accidentally fired his gun, resulting in another man's death. Triplett's next court date is set for Friday. One Pike County community is mourning the death of a teen after a Friday night ATV crash. WYMT's Buddy Forbes was at Belfry Middle School as his classmates returned for their first day without him.
It's just hard to wrap your head around how it just happened like that. Just out of nowhere, just one night, just all gone.
Richard R.J. Rose is remembered as a kid with a contagious smile.
Every classroom he walked into, he put a smile on people's faces, He always had a little mischievous grin on his face.
Such a happy and funny soul. Everybody loved him.
The 14-year-old Belfry Middle School student impacted the lives of everyone he encountered.
You could always go to Richard with your problems and he would never judge, and I just think he was an amazing person.
Making them strive to be better.
He knew how to talk to people when they needed it the most, and that's what I love about Richard.
No matter what was going on in his life, he would always make sure that others within the school were okay.
Rose died Friday in an ATV crash. And when his classmates returned to school Monday, they say it was like there was a missing piece to the pirate puzzle.
It was literally joy all the time, and you're used to seeing that, and now you can't.
The school encouraged students to gather in the gym with counselors from throughout the county on site so his class could be together.
Everyone coming together, it does lighten up the mood a little bit, but without him here, it's just a total different mood. It's just not the same as it was.
And though they say they are having a hard time dealing with his absence, they plan to remember his constant presence.
To me, it's going to be a memory of that
silly backpack backwards as he left school that day. It's just his memory will live forever.
With a mission to live like RJ.
He was always trying to make people have a better day every day.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Another child was hurt in the crash. His classmates say they are praying for him and will be rallying behind him in the days to come. You can see the funeral arrangements for Rose up on our website. The entire stretch of U.S. Highway 127 in Russell County is being named in memory of Deputy Joshua Phipps, who was killed in the line of duty last year. Phipps was helping state police stop a suspect who was running away from a traffic stop. Phipps and the suspect died in an exchange of gunfire in a Russell Springs trailer park. The sign will be installed today, exactly 1 year since Deputy Phipps died. Family Research Council officials say attacks on churches across the country have increased in recent years. The Kentucky Office of Homeland Security has 3 simple tips to shore up security at houses of worship. Those include having a guest greeter at the door, someone who can monitor visitors coming and going, and having proper training in the event it turns bad.
It has caused us to, with a heightened sense of urgency, to begin to make sure that we are well-trained, well-practiced.
On average, 400 people come through the doors for Sunday service, and they are protected with armed, trained security. Grant money is available to shore up House of Worship security. Look for this story up on our website, WYMT.com, and click the link. The newly appointed mayor of London called for a special meeting to discuss city appointments and other legal matters. At the meeting, the council addressed 4 motions, all of which were approved by the council members present. The mayor told us off camera that city attorney Larry Bryson was let go. Former Mayor Randall Weddle posted to social media last night that Bryson was, quote, unjustly dismissed, and said it was the result of personal feelings instead of his work ethic or professional ability. A London City Council member and his ex-girlfriend were arrested on several charges. A criminal complaint says Councilmember Justin Young was arrested yesterday after his former partner accused him of abuse. Young's ex-girlfriend says back in May, Young grabbed her and threw her against the wall and the ground during an argument. Meanwhile, Young's ex-girlfriend, Crystal Hoskins, is facing 4th-degree assault and terroristic threatening charges. According to a criminal complaint, Young says during an argument on August 2nd, Hoskins broke his phone, and she said she would kill him. The complaint adds Young had video of one assault, along with pictures investigators say showed bite marks on his arm. Hoskins and Young are scheduled to be arraigned on Wednesday. September is National Recovery Month, and many gathered yesterday in Leslie County to shine a light on the power of recovery, faith, and unity. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino was at First Pathways of Hope event.
On Monday, many gathered at the pavilion for the first annual Leslie County Pathways of Hope event. An event that strives to bring hope, encourage recovery, and to help fight the use of substance abuse.
But I do believe that there are some really good, smart medicines, some new innovation that are coming down the pipeline that can be very effective, some one-time treatment.
Speakers who bravely shared their testimonies to let people know they are not alone.
That helps people to know that it's possible to recover. But the reality is that there's help out there, and it does take an army. It takes a community to come together and help fight against drugs.
Event coordinator and Kentucky State Trooper Josh Collett says every speaker, every booth, and every testimony is a step toward building a stronger pathway of hope in Kentucky.
If we could help one person, then this whole thing was a success. I'm hoping that at least with some of the people that's here, that they may come back next year and be a success story of talking about how they come from drugs to recovery.
Hoping to bring action and remind folks that there is a pathway for hope. In Leslie County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
To learn more about the Pathways of Hope event or for information on recovery resources, you can visit our website at WYMT.com. The Mountain Association is celebrating 100 solar installations in the mountains. The nonprofit recently celebrated the centennial installation at the Red River Gorge Visitor Center. Officials at the gorge recently announced their solar installation, which was complete with electric vehicle chargers. Those with the Mountain Association say the installations will save $7.5 million for small businesses and local governments. The Pulaski County Fiscal Court voted to lower the property tax rate this year. The rate is now 4.3 cents per $100 of assessed property value. Pulaski County Judge Executive Marshall Todd says it's a small decrease, but he says Pulaski County has the 4th lowest county tax rate in the state.
We seem to have lowered it possibly 5 out of the last 6 years, at least 4 out of the 6 or 5 years. So we continue to go down with the tax rate.
The judge executive says by lowering taxes, it creates a fair and free environment for businesses and people to thrive in. The University of Kentucky will be adding an artificial intelligence major. The Board of Trustees approved it during their meeting last week. The bachelor's degree program will be part of the engineering school. A letter to the Board of Trustees says engineering faculty and the provost support it. UK already offers an AI certificate program. The City of Hazard has launched a new app to keep folks better informed. The Go Hazard KY app is designed to give residents faster updates on important information. It can send alerts by text, email, Facebook, and even voice call. The app also lets people pay bills, check city and chamber links, and see updates from police and fire. Officials say it's already been downloaded hundreds of times and will be especially useful during water outages and other emergencies.
Anytime that you can have more communication, the better off you are, because, no one wants the water to go out. We know that. But if we know that we're going to have a boil water advisory in this area, we can put that on the app. We know that if, the water's out, our people are really good about trying their best to get it back on, but we can estimate, how long your water's going to be out and stuff like that.
The app is free to download now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Seeing a lot of clouds as you're starting off your Tuesday morning, and we are looking at a little bit of a sprinkle chance. Now, most of the sprinkles have calmed down. However, we do continue to see that through the next couple of hours, clearing by the time we're heading into the evening. But you can consider today a mostly dry day. Now, in terms of temperatures, we will be warming up into the low to mid 80s, warmest temperatures as you travel more towards our western counties and our Virginia counties on the cooler side. 75 degrees is that forecast high in Wise. Now, looks like my graphic is frozen, but if you want to go off to the bus stop this morning, temperatures will be in the low 60s on the way to school, but on the way back home, we'll be looking at a mixture of the low to mid 80s with mostly cloudy skies. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning, some areas are going the distance to ensure traveling is accessible for everyone. We show you how these efforts are making getting around less cumbersome for travelers with disabilities.
Travel